I guess what's more important kasi Sito for me is it doesn't mean that if you have cancer, if you had cancer, or if you're undergoing some form of treatment before because of cancer, it doesn't mean that you have to stop your advocacy, no, on what you want to tell others. Because I think awareness is so important. The other thing is that for me, it goes beyond awareness. We have to be very actively doing something so that our government can help our people. And that is the reason why I'm a part of so many groups, Cancer Coalition, and of course EPCALM and other things, because we want policies to be changed so that we will be able to help others.
Okay.
We have studies that if you are a cancer patient, 70% no, of Filipinos will go into indigency after several months of the treatment of cancer.
We would want to tell people that leukemia is not a death sentence. It's curable, and early detection is important, though we cannot really pinpoint on how to prevent leukemia. There's no such thing as, okay, if I don't eat fat, I will prevent blockage in my heart. If I don't eat this, it's just leading a healthy lifestyle. And, Sito, for all the maybe almost 500 patients we have serviced since we started in 2005, the common denominator really is exposure to chemicals and stressful life. Teenagers who don't sleep well, they don't eat well, they're just living a life that they think there's no tomorrow. But some are living so healthy and yet they get down with it. So that's why scientists say there's no one risk factor that you could say, but genetics can also come into play. So like all the cancers, it's kind of the same. But with leukemia, if it's detected early, and maybe treatment is initiated early, we can probably change the course of the leukemia. But usually they come as emergency cases. So this makes they come like already, very anemic or very symptomatic. But nobody can tell which ones would make it, which ones won't. And like Dr. Rosario said, in the end, you become an indigent in a sense because your resources are really depleted. So through our 2-year journey, I found out that there was really no support for leukemia patients. I tried to connect with some foundations, but they would say, life is just so sad. Leukemia is just so sad. It was like a death sentence. And I said, how can we do that? How can we let people just say there's no hope? So through the 2 years we journeyed, we needed blood, we needed, it was then that I realized support, this group around you. The doctors here at that time, 17 years ago, told me that the success rate of a bone marrow transplant was very low, 40%. But today, Sito, by God's grace, today the success rate is so good already. But at that time, it wasn't that good.